met again with Adrian in order to address her emotional outbursts in the past few weeks. It is our second time meeting, and while it is standard practice to have multiple sessions with a troubled student, as I assemble a report for the counseling department, I could not help but think, as we sat down in my office, that Adrian already seemed to show a remarkable change in self-esteem, confidence, and perhaps my and Mrs. Richardson's estimate of her emotional disturbed was erroneous. The paralyzing shyness and withdrawn attitude Adrian possessed last week was not entirely diminished, but she seemed to hold herself differently this week. However, this only lasted as long as our conversation pertained to initial introductory pleasantries. When I began once again asking her about her parents, her feelings regarding her new school and her new home, she quickly lost what new confidence she had gathered up and withdrew again into herself. So once again, I partook in some collaborative make-believe, but this time I was aided by the fact that I had managed to do some research into Adrian's grandfather, and I had some insight into what she might actually be finding in the basement. Now, this may be overstepping my bounds, some as a school counseling caseworker, but this was all in the service of making Adrian comfortable and happy in this learning environment. In any case, I was able to dig up information regarding the grandfather by inquiring at the university in town. Not that I make it a habit of sleuthing, but I had a suspicion the grandfather was a professor there, or at least some sort of researcher, due to the fact that the newly constructed laboratory on campus I drive by every day bears his name in material. He was some sort of anthropologist, or linguist, or a neuroscientist. I did not have to dig up that deep before the scope of his work became dizzying, and I ran up against the limits of my undergraduate education. But back to the make-believe. What is your grandpa like? Is he a smart man? Not anymore, but I'm teaching him. So he's grown a good deal then. You have been feeding him well? Yeah, he's getting bigger, but he has a lot of room in his cage. He's still behind the bars? Yeah, well, he might be able to climb out eventually. There's this vent in the ceiling. Well, perhaps if he climbs out, I could meet him someday. Yeah, maybe, but he's not ready to leave. He can't take care of himself. I have to feed him, pick up after him. Ah, you store the food in your lunchbox? That's nice of you to share. He can almost talk. Cannot speak with him? He doesn't have a mouth, sort of. But how do you feed him? He has a mouth on the outside, on his shell, or the stuff that is his skin? I am a little confused. Maybe you can go through a typical day with your grandpa. Okay. I asked her to explain how exactly she goes about growing her grandpa, and Adrian began another tale. According to Adrian, in the week that had passed, much had changed in the basement. Okay, our friend is gone. The hairy thing that was here before is gone. Alright about that. You should go see Grandpa first? Okay. Let's go check out Grandpa together. And don't get scared, guys. I'll protect you. Wake Grandpa. Demon child. It was scary at first. It was scary at first, she said. The way he moved, the way the dull skin covered him. I wanted to interject. It somehow seemed inappropriate, but I kept listening. When I look at him, she continued, when I think about him, he grows and moves. It's like he's growing for me. So he's growing bigger now? I asked. Yes, she said. Bigger every day. Ah, yes. Hello, Grandpa. This is Grandpa. Grandpa needs a name. We're not gonna name him after her grandpa, cause no. Yeah, oh my god's right, Rat. What do we name this hideous monster we call Grandpa? Not Jeffrey Dahmer. Not Jeffrey Dahmer. We're not doing Jeffrey Dahmer. That's me. Okay, Mythic. Grandpa Mythic. This is Grandpa Mythic, everyone. Here, we could see a variety of options regarding growing your grandpa. Highlighted in red, blah blah blah. You will need to find food, yup. Some foods will make Grandpa happy, others merely content. Some foods will make Grandpa disgusted to the point of nausea. Kill Grandpa? No! Ah yes, my favorite pastime, growing grandpas. I mean, why wouldn't that be your favorite pastime? We gotta grow grandpas together, you know? That's how you get a grandpa, you grow them. Eat him? Why? No, Rat, then eat his toes. I told you to eat his toes earlier, and earlier we're like, no, we're not gonna eat his toes. Because they're crusty. Are you gonna eat his toes? Yeah, that's what I thought, Rat. You say no? That's what I thought. Okay. We don't want to make Grandpa sick. Learning material, yup. So, we gotta look around now. I don't think there's... Trash! Me. That's me right there. Bulbous growth? Wait, what the fuck? Something appears to be growing from the wall. You take a closer look. A pulsating sac. The slimy membrane that it is its skin seems to contain something. Huh. It might be able to be opened with a blade. Do we want to open that? I don't think we want to open the bulbous growth. Trash pile, cleaning up the trash for Grandpa Mythic. We're sure to find some food for him. We don't have anything to open it right now. I'm sorry, Rat. We'll open it later. When I have something sharp. Damn, I am a loser. I got no wife, got no money. To go on vacation, leave inside a left inside a cage, it seems I got in my life somewhere. Just eat the lock. Yeah. Mythic, like Rat says, eat the lock. Okay. Oh, what's this? What's this? Oh, vocabulary. We're gonna teach you the word hello, Grandpa. A corroded battery. This isn't really food. Grandpa might eat it, however. What do you think, Grandpa Mythic? Will you eat the... Will you eat a battery? I don't think you would, but okay. What else can we find? Trash pile! Cabinet! There's another me. Salmon. Crouching under the weight of rotten refuse. Nah, hell no. Clean up these things, cause I have no idea what we'll find. Ooh, blueberries! Look, we could give this to Grandpa Mythic instead. Sure, blueberries are much better than batteries. Oh god, there's a doll face right there. I forgot about that. I hate... Oh no. We don't like that. Ah, isn't this a pleasant drawer? Full of doll heads. What is this? Read now. Before we began, he had us all cover our faces completely. An earthenware pot was blank, and on the inside, as we stole brief glances at it, we could see the interior was inlaid with mirrors. The ill-eligible gave it small pieces of dough, spoiled food, chicken feed, keeping it content. The keeper gestured towards the small bag where the food posted and told us to be careful not to feed it any meat. I asked if the rotting food was enough to sustain it, how it might get nutrients from any of this. So no meat for Grandpa Mythic. The keeper regarded me seriously and said it did not matter what it was fed. The act of feeding itself was what mattered. The act of feeding flesh is another act, however. He then gave me another series of grave warnings regarding not keeping any animal derived foods near where I might be keeping it. So no meat or the grandpa. Trash pile! Damn it. Think about the painting? Anything else on the painting I could take off? What is this? A folder full of radiographic images. I'll examine that later in the study corner. Search trash pile! More trash piles! So much trash piles for me. Just like me, a trash pile. Okay. Let's see, what's this? Fiberglass installation. This isn't really food, but Grandpa Mythic might eat it. Okay, let's go check on Grandpa, but let's go to the study corner first. So, look over documents. Oh, wait. No, that's not what I... Put the radiographic images you found onto the machine's display. Power! Notes in detail. Intriguing results with regard to the mimic hypothesis. Participant entered a sealed chamber adjacent to growth cycle 21, which had been freed from the amphitheatric vacuum, constructed quite economy from plastic and broken mirror. The first propagation's original earthware vacuum was shattered during the movement. Between the two, there was a semi-opaque glass panel that allowed observation in both ways. The human participant was asked to think of someone in the popular consciousness, fictional or no, and conjugate their image, personality, face if possible, voice if possible, etc. Our participant posed Jesus of Nazareth, and with weekly repeated exposure to the imaging, propagation 21 began forming what resembled an authored Nazareth in the fold of its spines. Previous human-oriented tests have always bore out results that Whiskers would form an arthropodic team member, be it me, Dr. Hart, or Gerald. Gerald? And we assumed it was merely mimicking one of us. Dr. Hart has always intended that desirous yield or arthropod reproduction Whiskers creates when in contact with human beings has always been based on the conception in relation to the person's someone else. With this framework, the yield is not actually a replica of the person, or if it is only a replica of fiction a person generated in another. The yield was not Jesus Christ, but participants' image of Jesus, assembled from their religious upbringing, religious artwork, depictions in popular culture. The radiograph was taken right before the destruction of the growth cycle, while Whiskers was rendered unconscious via fumigation. It seems like with every successive propagation, the stem cells in the organism would work a little faster, but I'm not paranoid. It's technically deathless, yes, but we're burning up whatever knowledge it's gained when we incarnate it. I don't believe in magic just yet. Wow, that's Jesus apparently? Don't look like... Oh wait, no, is this Jesus? Wait, I'm confused. Who's Jesus on this? Jesus, my boy, where are you? Okay, we're done with that. Examine educational posters. I throw these away. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, another thing. The researcher will seal off the... Oh, this is... Okay, number 1. The researcher will seal off the enclosure bars, ensuring minimal gas leakage during the later fumigation process, and then retrieve the burn barrel and place it near the enclosure. Allow at least 48 hours of time where the current growth cycle experiences no human-related stimuli. Do not enter the enclosure, nor any part of the basement. Ideally, you will not be on grounds at all. After 48 hours, 2 researchers will enter the basement wearing their assigned mirror mask, mirror apron, and powered air purifying respiratory. The researcher will use the vent system to fumigate the enclosure area, wait 30 minutes, and then use the fan system to ventilate the enclosure. Keep the fans running during steps 3 and 4. Re-enter the enclosure area wearing your assigned mirror masks and apron. The organism may not be in complete dormancy. If it is not in full dormancy, be assured that its capacity to act against you will be greatly diminished. With your assigned powered drills, quickly remove any enclosure bars needed to access the organism. Put them aside for later reinstallation. Put the organism in the burn barrel, incinerate the organism thoroughly, wait for any smoke to properly cleared by the fan system. Turn off the fans. One researcher will retrieve the nucleus from the ash, place it in a mirror box. The other researcher will sift through the ashes and place any substantial remains in the biohazard bin. In the room outside the enclosure area. The bin is locked for safety purposes. The code is blah blah blah. The researchers will fill out termination form and leave it to Dr. Hart. You have gained a conversation topic. Biohazard bin. Okay, you did a good job. Search file cabinet. Throw it away. Ooh, we got cashews. For Grandpa. Anything else in here? I don't remember. Oh yeah, there is a little bit something right there. So if I know this correctly, I think fiberglass is made out of animal material? Okay, it happens. Yeah. Read now. It was said to pass from one family of steppe people to another, but pressed on its unlimited origin, somewhere to the south, coiled in a bowl covered in ashes, buried upside down by a graveyard. Keeper, an elderly man, is failing health, was ready to expound on and on about the dangers of the organism. But when I asked more pointed questions about the history of its existence, I was given a curt response that it had a way of circling back to vague warnings. Okay. Flip. File cabinet 2. Okay, and then this actually is a secret little cabinet. Remove the tape down fabric to reveal the cabinet's wooden bottom. Damn, I was talking about the game. Oh, yeah, you know, sometimes I mess up. To my colleagues, I don't mean to be overly severe in tone, but Dr. Hart's work is very important and the material we are working with is potentially very dangerous. I will be handing out a copy of his notes as a reminder to everyone. I am not trying to single any particular person out. We have all misconception of the nature of this project from time to time. Without this out of the way, here are some things to keep in mind. None, the active growth must be thoroughly terminated via correct procedures at the very least 4 weeks after dormancy is interrupted. It doesn't matter what you've done or haven't done regarding tests or procedures, or how much the amphithotic vacuum has been disrupted. We're not ready to go beyond 4 weeks at this point. A step-by-step guide determination has been posted by the enclosure wall. Please, please, please do not place the educational posters over this posting. And they were posted over the posting. Do not disrupt the amphithotic vacuum without Dr. Hart's prior consultation and approval. In any case of emergency where the vacuum is disrupted, Put on your equipment and begin the lockdown procedure. Make an extension note of when and how the breach occurred. If you find the habitat empty, page Dr. Hart immediately, but do not attempt to speak with anyone else. This thing can get very smart, and I'm sure you're very well aware from the stories we heard on our acquaintanceship, the greatest caution should be used when dealing with potentially aggressive mimicry scenario. Please seek me out if you have any more questions. What is chat saying? I was too. Okay. You guys are fighting with emotes in the comments. Cool. We love that. We need that. Research participants, please take note. Each growth cycle does not require a cell, but you may need to find a sample. We'll often try and seize on something somewhat flexible it can grow along into. Or else it will move from one cell to the next as it outgrows them. In the small amount of time I have spent with it in preparation, I have noticed it tends towards human forms. However, we should keep a tight lid on apathetic seal in order to be cautious before we begin the experiment with exposing it to long-term apathetic stimuli. Dr. Hart. Well, that. And now we're gonna prepare food. Stuffed a vegetable, banana, unappealing item. I'm gonna go with battery and seal. Now we're gonna go to Grandpa. Oh, hello, kitty. Let Grandpa starve? No. Entertain IO. What pay us first? What the fuck? We're gonna feed Grandpa. We gotta feed Grandpa. Observe. You examine Grandpa's, noticing its movement, representation, and general mood. Grandpa seems sort of sluggish and bored. You get the feeling it may be more content, readily cooperative, once fed and taught a word or two. Let's feed Grandpa. I kinda know how to feed Grandpa already. So, we're gonna concealed battery. Left. He's gonna get angry about this one, but Grandpa emptied his stomach. But he gives us, I think he'll give us, eat this blueberry, Grandpa. I think he gives us a key for that. He likes that, and then I think we just need one more item. Eat this, Grandpa. Cashews are good for you. Step away from the window set in the bars. Grandpa silently slides back to its corner. Yeah, we fed Grandpa. The Grandpa. Examine stomach contents. See, we got a key. So, Grandpa's handsome, yo? No. What? Grandpa's not handsome. Grandpa is creepy looking. Yeah, it pops open. A photo of your mother as a young woman. Can't click on anything else. I have a cat in my lap. Teach Grandpa. We're gonna teach him hello. Yes, because I don't remember. This is brief tutorial, blah blah. Okay, Grandpa, we're gonna teach you a word. Come on, Grandpa Mythic. Oh, I accidentally ended the session. Sorry, Grandpa, I didn't mean to. I meant to teach you. Oh, Okay, okay, come on, Grandpa, you can say hello, please. Oh, strange membranes pounding confidently. Oh. Having completed the lesson, you take a look at the back of the vocabulary module card and the notes written by past administration pass. Hello, part of vocabulary, blah blah. General pronunciation. Hello, yes. We're already encountering some difficulty as Whiskers subjectively is so much determined by a diverse and dynamic array of influence. It attempted to mimic the thoughts and desires of it passively interprets, and these imitations go to structure of its identity. Only later in its growth cycle does it begin to form an identity, or identities, that are coherent and capable of resembling a sane, rational human being when engaged in conversation. One must imagine how hard it would be to converse with someone who is not yet oriented in one particular way towards who or how they are, because they might have 20 different honest answers to those questions, all of them mixed and muddled together. Because of this, we have started with the basics of conversation: greetings, partings, identifying one another, forming questions, etc., etc. It's fortunate Oscar's current growth cycle, 19 I believe, has developed a mostly accurate human mouth stimulation. Hello was a bit of a challenge in the previous growth, as it failed to develop an attic organ to act as a human tongue. Okay, cool. Arkeely, yeah, this is Kitty Cat. Kitty Cat Yato is demanding attention right now. Even though I'm busy right now, sir. I am very busy right now. And it's not yet dinner time. You still have an hour to go. Name? Cat? Yato. Yato is cat. We're gonna teach Grandpa one more word. We're gonna teach him Grandpa. Oh god, he's scary. Yay, we did everything. Save. Yes. And week. Wait, did I do everything? Yes, I did. We did it, guys. Hold on, I need a break from this. Okay, Rat, you come back when you are ready to come back. And when I have no more cat fur all up on me. Because I have a cat who sheds like it's no tomorrow. I shouldn't rub my face right now. I have makeup on. Weekly summary. Food acquired. Cool. Documents acquired. Cool. Has given you access to new conversation topics to discuss with Grandpa. Language. And... well, no more.